Hey everybody, it's me Ian. Now I know I'm recording this late, but I went to go see a midnight screening of Poltergeist. Now let me explain to you guys something. I have not seen any other Poltergeist related films in the past. I haven't seen the original. I only went because I want to go. I won't be here tomorrow because I'm going to Austin for personal reasons, but I'm going to Austin. And, I thought, hey, if I'm going to Austin tomorrow, might as well. My mom offered me to go take me to the movies. Halloween. I mean, not Halloween. Scary movies. They're nice. I went to go see Unfriended, and it was a good movie. So I'm like, why not? I heard some good things about. I heard. I heard people wanting to see it from the trailer, and I thought it would be pretty good. So I went to go see it. What did I think about it? Well, not comparing it to the original, which I won't be doing since I haven't seen the original, it was a pretty solid movie. So, allow me to give you my thoughts on Poltergeist 2015. So, what's the plot? Well, I'm not sure how much the plot stays relevant to the original, but let's look at the plot on its own. Basically, this family moves into a suburban home, which was their neighborhood, or I guess the area was built on a, a what's that thing called? Cemetery? Yeah, a cemetery. And um, we got dead bodies, so like that underground and stuff. And you know, the families all like they're comfortable with their surroundings. Some of them are, you got the little girl who talks to the wall, and there's the other little boy who questions this, and there's an older girl who just is like me and just goes on their electronics. You get the mom and the dad, you know, and everything seems fine at first, but then you hear like the little girl like talking to like no one, and you know, after that, weird things happen. The boy, he finds this little box full of clown dolls, and um, you got that going on, and then you got the girl who's like the lights are like flickering on and off and stuff, and you're like wondering like what's happening, and you see like in the middle of the night, one night, you see the girl, she has her hands up to the TV, like communicating with someone, saying they're here, and soon she gets sucked into the closet, which is like sort of a purgatory sort of place where dead bodies go. And she's stuck there, and the rest of the family is trying to find a way to get her out of there. That's all I'm going to say for the plot. I don't want to give spoilers away. Even though it's a remake of a movie, I'm not sure what's kept in and what's not. I'm just not going to spoil it anymore. I just want to say, on a movie on its own, it's pretty good. Like, the plot itself is pretty good. I don't know if it's original or not, but it was executed pretty nicely. I kind of find it hard to believe that they would just go right along with it's supernatural causes that is causing this all. They went to some like investigators, and they told them the whole situation. They're like, all right, we got it. Like, you're not even gonna question supernatural forces. The supernatural forces just like something that happens in this world? Are you just gonna easily accept that? It doesn't seem like something you'd easily accept, especially when we're dealing with out of this realm logic, supernatural logic, ghostly spirit logic. Like, do these guys just watch a lot of horror films? Maybe they watch Steven Spielberg. Oh god, that sun, that light. Let me just cover that up. But yeah, so what's next? What I liked about the movie, pros. The concept in general is a pretty good concept. They kind of just use the story right. There was a lot of stuff that happen, the jump scares, well, not really jump scares, but the scary parts in the movie, they're pretty scary. I didn't jump throughout the movie because, I'm prone to know when stuff is gonna happen. I watch horror film. I know when horror is going down. I know when jump scares happen. You can feel the moments where it's kind of a cliche at this point, where you see like a character doing something really slow, like they're about to open a door or something. That's when you brace yourself to saying, "Yep, there's something gonna happen." Whether it be just a fake jump scare or an actual something happened jump scares. Like towards the beginning of the movie, this boy, he's reaching for the door handle of a closet. He reaches slowly, and you just hear a loud noise, and his father's hand is like right next to his, but like trying to unlock the other door, and then just, and that's the kind of fake jump scares, like there's another scene where the dad, he's just looking at the sink, and he sees like black stuff coming out of it and coming out of his eyes and nose, but it's just an illusion. And then like you see the camera angle like this, he's looking like this, and you just see like something like a hand just come over him, like it just grabs him from the back. Like if I can demonstrate that, like it just comes up from the back and just like puts his hand on like right there. He turns around, it's just his wife. Like, okay. But in the scene where the girl is being like taken to this purgatory place, you can see the boy who, like, you see the clown nose is like going somewhere, and you can see the tension. And when you see that, when the nose finally gets back into place, the clown jumps, and that's when an actual jump scare happens. And this is where the scary stuff takes place, where the clown will attack the boy. It's all a part of a formula. So, yep. I really like the characters are also pretty nice. Dad, he's a pretty cool guy. The mom, it's a cool mom. The kids, the little girl, I forgot Madison, her name was Maddie. She's your typical little girl in a horror movie. And you got the other boy, I forgot his name. He's your typical boy in a horror movie. And you got the older girl. She's your typical older girl in a horror movie. And then you got some of the investigators. There's this one teen guy who I swear looks like Nate wants to battle. He looks so much alike, and his personality, I kind of am like, is that Nate Smith? That looks like Nate Smith. But so yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. He gets some funny lines, and there's this other dude. There's this old guy who like does a TV show about capturing ghosts and stuff like that. He actually comes in at one point to like try and stop the stuff. And he's a really cool character. I just think they could have handled him well, more better. I don't know. It's just my opinion. So, another thing I like, the effects. The effects in this movie, you see the scene where you can see like the purgatory, or you see like the stuff happening, like the clown attacking the boy, a chair being swooped up from under someone when sitting down, even though like nothing is nearby, or you see like just a ball rolling down. Those can all add to the effects of the movie, and they're pretty good special effects, if I do say so myself. Towards the end of the movie, you got all this stuff happening. Let's just say there's like I didn't see it coming, but I saw it coming, but there's like a twist at the end of the movie, near the end of the movie. And it's like near the film's climax, and the twist happens, and you're like, it's not over yet. Oh God, it's not over yet. And when that happens, you're like, oh, here we go again. And yeah, that's something I really like. Now, what I didn't like, I felt that the characters were a bit bland. Even though I said I like the characters I admit are bland, you know. You got your typical little girl in a horror movie, you got your typical little boy in a horror movie, you got your typical older teenager in a horror movie who just sits on their phone all day, you know. Complaining at the beginning of the movie, damn, my phone broke, my little brother got into the phone, he's all cracked up now, I need a phone. And, you know, the parents are typical parents, the investigators, while some of them are interesting, you know, they're just investigators. They're just there to do their job. And the guy who does the TV show, he's like one of my favorite characters in the movie. If not because he has a driving force for all this happening. You know, he does like pretty cool things. You know, he kind of comes up with the plan on trying to get the girl back from the purgatory place. And yeah, he's a pretty cool character. But in general, the characters are pretty bland. Another thing, I felt that this movie was kind of rushed. And, you know, like I said earlier, they just kind of went along with things. Like, you're not even going to accept, you're just going to accept the fact that this is all happening for a supernatural reason. And that there's dead bodies under the thing and they're trying to, like, bring their way back to the light or something. Like, what? Doesn't make sense. Okay? If that was to happen in the real world, people wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, okay, this house is built on a cemetery, this dead body, of course they're gonna come and haunt. Oh, but this isn't a regular haunting, this is a poltergeist, where regular haunting is just like spooky. Well, poltergeist is all violent and they're all violent and, you know, they're pissed off and they're evil and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're all evil. And that's what I don't like about the movie. It's just they just go along with whatever comes up. Like, okay, that's happening. Oh well. But yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much the whole movie. But overall, if I were just to give this movie a rating, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. You know, it was a pretty good movie. Not comparing it to the original, it's a pretty good standalone movie. You know, the characters were bland, but some of them were pretty cool. The story was, for the most part, pretty good, although it could have been handled better. People just flat out accepting supernatural forces doing everything, it just doesn't seem right. But I guess that I never saw the original, so, you know, I mean, the special effects were decent, you know, the sets, they were pretty nice, and, you know, the twist at the end was a pretty good twist, if I do say so myself, even though I'm quite the predictable man, and I can predict when stuff's gonna happen. I did not predict that, I'll tell you. I was predicting something else happened, but they managed to turn it around, but got something else in return. So, yeah, that's it. In a few weeks, actually, we're gonna go again to see Insidious 3. Haven't seen the first two. Hoping to see it within the next 2 weeks. Maybe I'll see it tomorrow. Maybe I'll see it throughout the month. I don't know. But in the next 2 weeks, I'm probably gonna go watch Insidious 3, Chapter 3. Even though I haven't seen the first two. I've seen Sinister, you know. I'm really waiting for a Purge 3 if that's ever gonna happen. You know, I'm kind of into these horror movies now. They seem pretty interesting. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. So thank you all for watching. You know, it was nice to go see a midnight screening of this. It was really cool. You know, watching the film before many others. I mean, you know, many of others have seen the movie, but not to the general public. So yeah, it's nice to say that I was the first one to watch it out of my group of friends, and I can just, you know, be like, yeah, I'm a freaking hipster. Deal with it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, why not consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you all next time. See you then. And good night, because I can't wait to go to Austin tomorrow. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. See you all next time.